What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Aftersound here, bringing you Splinterlands content every single day. We also stream right here on the channel every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday morning, so come by and say hello. All right, guys. Well, SPS continues to set new all-time lows, and in fact, the number that I'm showing here isn't even as low as I have seen it on some of the other exchanges, so I think Splinter Cards is being a little generous with where the price of SPS currently is. And I guess what I wanted to cover today is where and when does the bleeding stop? Now, this might seem somewhat basic for those who have been around crypto for a while, but I figure we might as well lay all the cards on the table and then see where the chips fall, right? Now, obviously, we're waiting for Land and Rebellion, as those two could be the things that help. But before we get there, again, at the risk of sounding a little too basic, right? The reason that SPS is going down is because more people are selling it, or people are selling more of it than people are buying of it. And the last time we saw SPS go up was back in July when the SPS staking requirement came along, because people realized they needed it in order to earn at a certain level within the game. So people were buying SPS, which causes upward pressure on the price. And voila, right? We have the price of SPS going up almost, I think, 40 to almost 50%, I think, at that time, or about 40% back in July. So with where we're at right now, with the news that came out over the past week, with the team restructuring, downsizing, all of that, people are continuing to sell their SPS, right? So I'm not even talking about the news. I'm just talking about the fact that every day, some people who are in the play to earn part of this game come in, earn their SPS, and then sell it on the market so they can go pay for their rent, buy food, or just do whatever that the play to earn dream has sold them, right? And again, I'm not hating on that. I'm just saying that that is the reality. That downward pressure has not changed at all. People will still sell it because they need it. Now, it sucks that, a year ago, the price was almost 10x or like 7x of where it is right now, and people were selling it for significantly higher. But, they will still continue to sell whatever they're getting now. And the problem is they're getting smaller quantities and the price is lower. But that doesn't change. That sell pressure will still continue to be there. Now, compound on top of that the fact that many people are liquidating the game. They're not happy with the results that have been seen, and they aren't big fans of whatever these new changes are. They don't have faith in the team as it stands now, or as it is now, to continue delivering, and are therefore selling out of their assets. That is additional sell pressure on SPS. So, we can see SPS jumping down, 5% in the last 24 hours. Again, I wouldn't be surprised to see it continue going down further until we get a little news. But here's the thing: this is why people get so frustrated, is because we get positive news and then no price movement, right? And I know it's the whole like buy the rumor, sell the news type of thing, but news doesn't change anything, and I'll tell you why. So Rebellion or Land, whenever they end up coming out, hopefully those will be by the end of the year. And keep in mind, I'm recording this on the 1st of October, so there's a good like 90-ish days that we're hoping it will land at some point in this time, right? Both of those major releases. Now, here's the thing. When those go live, right, we're going to hear the news about them. And then when those go live, it won't be until we sell through or burn through, sorry, not sell through, but we burn through and utilize all of the extra DEC, of which we just printed another, I think, 7 million today for the end of season, or yesterday for the end of season rewards. So at the end of, ultimately when it comes to this, it's like there's still a lot until people are going out there and buying SPS because they need it in order to burn for DEC that doesn't exist on the market. And what I mean by that is, if we take, the 4.6 billion DEC and stake it on Land, and there's nothing available in the space, so that if you were to buy DEC, you'd be paying an arm and a leg for it, people would go and burn SPS. And here's the thing, they would probably start burning the SPS that they are receiving. Because right now, a lot of people are just getting SPS for free every day. Now, for free, I should put a little asterisk. You're earning it, right? Either through playing the game, or you're providing liquidity, or you have, excuse me, or you have, certain assets that are airdropping it to you, right? So for example, Land, or validator node licenses, right? You're not necessarily doing anything to add value into the ecosystem. You're just getting it for free. A lot of people will probably start to sell that before they go out and actually buy the DEC that they need. Or even more so, go out to buy the SPS in order to burn that for the DEC that they need. So I'm not trying to kick a man while he's down. I'm just trying to be realistic here with you guys. We're seeing the continued and somewhat constant sell pressure of people in the play to earn space within the game. And again, I'm not hating on that. I'm just calling it out for what it is. It is constant sell pressure. Then we're seeing the added sell pressure of the news. Now, maybe that slows down, but guess what? The other part is still constant, and that will continue going for a while. And unless people are coming in and trying to buy to offset that for whatever reason, we'll probably see that continue to go down. So here's where we're at. We got 90 days between when this could go live, or when either of the two things could go live, Rebellion and Land 1.5. Assuming both of those happen, it's not the dates when those happen. It is the dates at which we eat through all the excess DEC that people start burning SPS for it. Now, do I think that SPS can go up? Yes. I'm not trying to be a bear here. I'm just trying to give you guys a rough kind of outline of when we would actually see that. Now, if we do get both of these items in the next 90 days, which again, I'm fairly confident that we will, then we will start to see some things, sentiment shift, potentially people will stop selling their SPS, which could be a huge help to the kind of bleeding that we have. It won't necessarily bring the price up, but it will at least stop it from going down as rapidly as it is. But at this point in time, you're either selling or you're just going to ride it out, right? I mean, those are really the only two options. I mean, I guess for the true believers out there, and I spell that with a B-U-L-L, right? Believers out there, you can go and you can buy a bunch more SPS now and try to offset it. To me, a lot of that is just speculation, especially when it's so easy to earn SPS just for, kind of owning assets in the game. But again, this is not financial advice. This is not an investment channel. I'm just talking from a game perspective on when we can expect a potential turnaround for SPS and what we would need for that. So again, the news isn't going to do it. The releases aren't going to do it. It is going to be when this DEC supply gets eaten through for Land and then for Rebellion. And if we do get it in that order, where Land comes in, I don't know, maybe sometime this month, and Rebellion comes in sometime in November, keep in mind, we may not see positive price pressure on SPS until December. Again, I'm just trying to be realistic with you, because guess what? People are going to love this. We are decoupled from Bitcoin. Bitcoin is up 3.2% today. It is pumping with the rest of the market. Check out all that green. And we are the exact opposite. So everybody calling for decoupling, you got it. You got it. I mean, it's a double-edged sword. It happens to the upside. It happens to the downside. And at this point in time, SPS and Bitcoin are viewed completely different by the market. So just want to share that with you guys and get your thoughts on when you think we can see some added upward price pressure on SPS. But that's where my thoughts are. May not be for another 60 days or so, or, again, it's not necessarily about the release and implementation, although that can definitely help. It'll be when we eat through a lot of the extra DEC. And I think we're going to need both items, Land and Rebellion, in order to do that. But that's just my opinion. We'll see what happens. I'll catch you all in the next video and see you around the game. Take care.